Greetings, welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic 2. I am Jake. Last time we finally finished off Andron, and we had a little conversation with Mira. She's not quite ready to come around to the whole Force idea. We talked a little bit with Kreia, and we're going to do a bit more talking before we go. There's one thing I want to do with Visas, who we haven't spoken to in a while. So let's talk with her.
My life for yours.
Well, first of all, we can teach her some techniques. So she learned a peace trick. That's fine. And then I had some questions for you.
I will answer.
I feel like I did this already. How do you see through the Force?
If you wish to know, perhaps it is possible to show another what my people see. What I see. First, you must close your eyes. The surface of the ship, its sights, will only be a distraction. Now, in your mind, reach out. Listen for my breathing. Do not focus on the sound, but the life behind it. Imagine its energy, its texture, in tandem with the breathing. And then in your mind, step back from the image and see what remains. There. It is not as difficult as I thought. You learn quickly.
You have gained the Force. Okay, I just unlocked an achievement. I know that made it seem weird because I played this game so much. First of all, first playthroughs weren't on a Steam copy. Then I got the Steam copy. Then it was actually a few years before they even applied achievements to this. But anyway, you have gained bonus Force points and Foresight. Foresight. This allows you to perceive the alignments of others and see through some obstacles to threats beyond.
It will take effort to maintain such sight. But you now have that power, and with it you can use it to see life around you in a different way, as I used to see it.
Some other questions?
I will answer what I can.
Nope, we're done. So that indeed shows up here. Let me show you what that looks like. And Visas has been so swayed by my influence that she is vibrant. HK obviously doesn't give off any force because he's a droid. And yeah, pretty neat. So, is there anything else I want to do here? Let's talk a bit more with Kreia.
Yes, have.
Yeah, I want an answer.
Then ask, and I will do my.
Okay. If the Council cast you out, how come Atris and none of the Jedi Masters mentioned you?
Ignorance. And perhaps they do not remember or care. It is of no consequence to me or to them.
You're lying.
Am I? Then perhaps you should know there are techniques in the Force where one can cloud the memory of others, make their presence so small as to be unnoticed. And on the worlds where we have encountered these Jedi, there is much life and death where sensing such things is difficult. As I said, it is of no consequence to me or to them.
Do you use that technique on me?
No, but if I did, you would never know, so my words only carry as much worth as you believe them to. But perhaps you will understand this, that perhaps it is important to me that you see me and my actions uncloaked. It is important that your judgments, whether be good or bad, stem from seeing me as I truly am.
How do I want to... Because I think if I say I trust her, I'll lose influence. But that's definitely the right side... Light side way to do that. So I'll go with it.
I did not ask you to trust me, only that you listen to what I have to tell you. But thank you.
Oh. Well, that's good. Alright. Oh, wasn't even light side or dark side. Maybe if I said she was lying, it would be go down the dark side. Anyway, there is one more thing I want to do, and then we're actually going to be heading to our next actually two things I want to do before we head on to the next planet. So this disruptor rifle here, so it had pinpoint scope, precision chamber, and a power pulsator. We don't want any of that because we want Charek. We want Charek. So double its critical threat range. Increase the... yeah, precision chamber's good. Ion charger Mark 4, no. Power pulsator Mark 3, yeah, that's good. Fabulous. Attack modifier plus 5. Plus 5, and this is pretty basic stuff. Oh, fabulous. Also, I wanted to see... yeah, it is actually bronze. Look at that. Cool. And last thing I wanted to see... just... this will make sense, I swear. We're not going with anything right now. Because the next planet we're... as I get stuck in the doorway, the next planet we're going to is Dantooine. And would you believe that the world that has been... was bombed simply because it was host to the Jedi Academy is not a desperately friendly place for Jedi? So yeah, let's head there. Okie dokie. So unlike all the other worlds we go to, there's no conflict in settling down. There's no pre-landing talk with everyone. We just go out onto the planet. Yeah. Who do I want to bring? I'm gonna start off bringing Atten and Mandalore. Yes, I'm going to start off with Atten and Mandalore. We're not going to be staying with them permanently, but that is where we're starting.
Another visitor? You must be here to join in the plunder of the old Jedi Enclave. You have to see Administrator Adari first.
Oh, join in the plunder. Okay, very interesting. What are the people doing in the Enclave?
Salvagers are stripping it of anything valuable. Mostly they're collecting trash the Jedi left behind. The Enclave was bombed during the war, so there's not much left. But since you're a salvager, I expect you already know all that.
I'll just say I'm not a salvager.
Then who are you? The only recent visitors we've had on Dantooine have been salvagers, and a slew of mercenaries.
I'll just say I'm visiting. I lived here once.
Did you really used to live around here?
I haven't been back since no, I don't want to say that. Yes, but much has changed since I was last here.
Really? You seem pretty well armed for a farmer. But a lot of us joined the military during the Jedi Civil War. This is your first time back, a lot has changed. You may want to go into Kunda and ask around about your family. There was a lot of movement when the Sith invaded. Hopefully everybody you knew is safe.
Where's Kunda?
Kunda is the big building just outside the landing port. It used to be the estate of a man named Matali, but he and his family disappeared around the time of the bombardment. The administrator rebuilt it, and now this is our center of government.
Who is Administrator Adare?
She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attack, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here are mercenaries.
Why are there so many mercenaries here?
We had problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi Civil War. The Jedi helped clear most of the problem up. But after the war, many soldiers from both sides of the conflict became mercenaries. And since we're so far from the core, some started gathering here.
Have the mercenaries caused any problem?
The difference between an out-of-work mercenary and a raider is a vibroblade's edge. The only thing we can prove they've done is intimidate a few farmers. The farmers give them goods, money, or food just to stay on their good side. The only one that isn't scared of them is the administrator. There have also been a lot of disappearances recently, and not all of them can be blamed on Cath hounds. But nobody can prove the mercenaries are responsible.
Who's disappeared?
A farmer here and there, or a family. We lost enough people during the war that keeping the Cath hound and Kinrath populations under control hasn't been possible. So there are a lot of animal attacks. Some deaths, too. The disappearances might be just coincidence, but a lot of the stubborn folks seem to be more accident-prone.
Why do I need permission to enter the Enclave?
Have you ever sliced a Jedi security door? The old ruins are secure from salvagers unless they get permission from Adare.
I'll be going now.
Just head into the building and you'll find your way to the administrator. I'll be over by the entrance if you need anything else.
Okay. Atton's leveled up, of course, because he didn't come along with us. Looks like that's what we were doing with him. Fine by me. And we got feats. We got feats. We got feats. He already has that, so that's good. I want to give him finesse with the lightsabers. Powers. We'll give him night speed. That's good. Level up again. We got attributes here. Get his constitution up to 16. Keep those skills moving upwards. And he doesn't really have great wisdom or charisma, so probably shouldn't put any offensive skills on him, or offensive powers on him. Which is fine. Get everything up to medium is good. Let's get improved critical strike, that's good. Powers, get him energy resistance as well. Master 2 weapon fighting sounds good. Get his energy resistance up. Attributes. So even though we've taken finesse, there is a merit in getting up his strength, because while it doesn't increase his chance to hit, it does increase his chance, or the damage that he does. But that's fine by me. I'd rather he have more dexterity, to be honest. Because now it'll affect his chance to hit and his chance to do damage, which is fine by me. And Aura? No, let's just master the things he already has. So that's good. And let's see. Yeah, we're pretty much good on that. Ooh, but we can get the Koopa's Scoundrel Gloves on him, which brings his dexterity up to 24, which is fabulous. And Reaction System gets his dexterity up to 27, so he has a +8 modifier. Holy crapperoni. Defense bonus and saves to +2 all of those. Oh, that's restricted to Dark Side. Interesting. And that's restricted to Handmaiden. Charisma. Yeah. That's good for now. Alrighty. So, this guy here, I think he's the Pazak player in the area. Don't have to deal with him. Now you may be wondering, why did I take off my, or unequip my lightsabers. It's because people here are pretty resentful about Jedi. And so we're not going to be using our force powers. We're not going to be using, using our... Oh, hello. I guess my security skills have been rather lacking.
Just
Thankfully,
say the word.
we've got At in here.
Damn thing's stuck.
Impossible. Okay. What's your demolition skill? Isn't it pretty high? Yeah, 23. Abertrag mine?
I'll just leave this right here.
Okay, deadly plasma mine.
I'll just leave this right here.
And we are perfectly fine. Okay. Sweet. Alright. Yes, so if you equip a lightsaber, people here will not talk to you. You will not receive a warm welcome from these people. And let's talk with this guy.
What do you want? I don't have time for cursed salvagers.
I'm not a salvager.
Well, you don't look like a damn mercenary, and you don't smell like a stinking farmer. Why else would you be here?
My business is my own?
Fine.
Okay, alright. Because there's this droid here.
Greetings, and good day, traveler. On behalf of the Kunda settlement, I am programmed to welcome you to Dantooine. Is there something I can do to serve you?
You are damaged, droid. What happened to you?
My apologies. I have no recollection of the Sith invasion topic.
Sith invasion?
Error. Memory overflow. Resetting. May I be of any further service to you?
Run a self-diagnostic and report.
Processing. Exterior damage analysis. Level 7 impairment. Multiple casing breaches detected. Bipedal servos misaligned by 32 degrees. Memory storage overflow. Memory unit is approximately 56 months overdue for maintenance.
So let's fix the droid's memory unit.
Greetings, Jedi. Welcome back to Dantooine.
Hey, did that droid just call you a Jedi?
No, you must be mistaken.
May I be of further service to you, Jedi?
No mistake about it. That droid is calling you a Jedi.
The droid is obviously malfunctioning. Do I look like a Jedi?
Well, I suppose not. Your eyes aren't glowing, and you don't have horns sticking out of your forehead. Crazy droid. Sorry for being jumpy. It's just that we hate the Jedi here.
Why do you hate the Jedi?
Why? The Jedi are the cause of everything bad that's happened here in the last 5 years.
Can you be more specific?
Oh, don't get me started. I got too much work to do to stand around and rant about the damn Jedi. If you want to hear more, just talk to anyone in Kunda Outpost.
Yeah. So not the friendliest place. No. No. Okay. All right. So, here's Kunda, and it's the estate from the first game, which is that really wonderful Romeo and Juliet star-crossed lovers thing, which is so campy that even your own character can remark on how campy it is. Anywho, let's go inside, shall we?
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. Well, you remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
Yep, so not the friendliest place.
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adare to get access to the ruins. If you need directions to anything else, just ask.
Why does everyone think I'm a salvager?
You're not. The only heavily armed people that visit us are either salvagers or mercenaries. And you don't look quite gritty enough to be a mercenary.
Okay. Is this the place I'm thinking of? Okay, so Suluru.
Are you waiting for the Administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here.
I believe this guy does not have any dialogue in the vanilla game. There's an unused side quest in the game's code, and if you look into it, it's very clear why it's unused, because it's a quest that gives you the location of something, and you have a way to get that in the game normally. So it's something that was changed and never used, and it's about a thief. And I don't remember if there's any. No, all the related dialogue has been removed, and the restored content mod, in their attempt to fix everything, has restored this unused alternate route, which we'll get into as things go on. And it gets, anyway, yeah, so what are you waiting for?
I'm here to get another pat in the back from the Administrator and hear how unfortunate my situation is. That my problem is important, and they'll get around to it.
I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now.
I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the Administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
What exactly is your problem?
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices.
I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren.
But I can't farm without my equipment.
The salvagers stole your equipment?
Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already stripped it bare.
Are you sure it's a salvager?
My farm is the closest to the Enclave ruins. It has to be someone nearby, and if the mercenaries wanted it, they'd just take it in broad daylight. The closest place besides that is the salvager camp, so it has to be them. You ever met one of them? Thievery wouldn't be too far a stretch for any of them. The other day I had to take a shot at one of them. Soon someone is going to get killed, and Dantooine has enough trouble without that.
What do they steal?
A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and hydroprocessors. The thief must be desperate for credits.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager.
If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful.
I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around here. If you need to know anything more, just ask me.
Okay. So, let's just go straight into the administrator room. And here is Administrator Adare.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adare. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed?
So it's trying to say my first name, but since I named my character a war criminal, it thinks my first name is A. So it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm A.
Depending on your business here, the pleasure may be mutual, but you didn't answer my question. Is that ship yours?
Yeah, I came in on that ship, yes.
And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel.
I'd prefer if you keep that quiet. Jedi don't seem to be like here, or practically anywhere nowadays.
That is an unfortunate truth, and a wise request, which of course I will honor. Most settlers here hold bitter memories of the Sith occupation. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence.
I'm looking for a Jedi. Could you tell me who you're talking about?
My friend, let's just call him Vrook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong?
He didn't send for me, but I would like to meet him.
Vrook and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several weeks. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned. I know the sublevel is dangerous. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him?
Yeah, I came here to search the Enclave ruins anyway.
This could work to both of our advantage. You can search for artifacts for your own interest, and also for Vrook at the same time. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Is there work I can do here?
There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid. I would go to the militia headquarters and make your intentions known there. Besides that, just listen and ask around.
Okay. Good enough for me. And over here... I don't remember
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garevik.
Garevik?
Oh, sorry. If you're brand new to these parts, you may not have any issues with Garevik, unlike most everyone else.
Who's Garevik?
You're fortunate not to know him. He's a salvager. His purpose in life seems to be causing us headaches. I can tell he's back in Kunda just by the pounding in my head. If you're not here about Garevik, do you have some other problem?
I've had no problems with the militia. I've had no problems the militia needs to worry about.
You haven't? Well, that's something. I'm the second in command over here, and we keep getting incidents. Our staff is stretched thin. Too thin. If you do have trouble, I'm not the one to talk to. You need to talk to Zeron. He takes a hands-on role as the militia captain.
Isn't being hands-on a good thing?
This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room.
With some people, if you give them a little room, they'll take a lot more.
Dantooine has had mercenaries on it for years. I've talked with some, and they're not unreasonable. There's got to be some sort of compromise we can both live with.
Most people seem to think the mercenaries are up to something. I don't know how I know that, but I do.
We haven't been able to prove the mercenaries have done anything terribly wrong. And I believe them. I don't think they're involved. The Kathhounds and Kinrath are everywhere. It's just dangerous. I think we should be working on getting along. It's hard to follow orders that have you make things worse.
That attitude is dangerous. When you're outnumbered on a hostile world, you've got to stay a team.
That's a good way of looking at it. I may not agree with the captain, but I guess I should make everyone fall in line. I still worry that he may provoke the mercenaries into something more dangerous. But I suppose he may know something I don't. Thanks.
Yeah. I'll be going.
All right. Stay out of trouble now.
I like this guy. He's nuanced. He's like really trying to do the good thing, and I mean, he's just some random nobody, pretty much. I mean, he's got a name and a face and everything, but he's just a small piece, and he's got a really interesting take on things. Anyway, and here we have Adam Larp. I guess he's a LARPer. I'm so sorry. I had to.
Tochi monas runta, yun bola, wata gratonchi mulira, pitasa cantone tosha, poso mabri toshniki tuk tuk bamba, bora, kino molira nibonon, kin un patno koktek, poso mabri toshniki tuk tuk bamba, bora, kino molira nibonon, kin un patno koktek, poso mabri toshniki tuk tuk bamba, bora, kino molira nibonon, kin un patno koktek.
What's your mission?
Osmanfu ni wado de kuta na sapa. Tong hitwamaji. Yumali ba to atong into tune. Osmanfu ni wado de kuta na sapa. Tong hitwamaji. Yumali ba to atong into tune. Insoranaka megunsoji. Nekchi una bola monchi wataton. Sobodono viselchamaka.
All right, so let's see what he's got.
Pasa susho wi. Kana ina doka chess. Kapato rondi loso chi rana dik dik. Now ji ka chi ubang ta.
Okay, so as you would expect, he's got some Jedi things. This is Dantooine. Wisdom and charisma. That's dope. A Mandalorian Ripper. Don't need two of those. Yeah, that's better than the Sith Disruptor as well. So, breather mass spacers, sensors. Okay. Yeah, looks like the only thing interesting is the Rusan crystal. How much is this red crystal, by the way? Oh, 230 credits. Take it. And I might as well sell, as I scroll to the bottom here, the other Koopa's Scoundrel Gloves, because I've already got the one, and you're not going to get a second Scoundrel, so feels weird to do this, but hey, that's almost 7,000 credits. I'll definitely take that. Good to have some more cash on hand. This is private door. Yeah, I can't go into every room here. And over here, we've got Zeron.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it?
I prefer to call it a challenge, not trouble.
There is often opportunity in challenges, if you know how to look for it. I might have something for you. But first, you got any other reason for coming to militia headquarters?
I wanted to see if anyone needed a hand.
Rare thing a visitor wanting to help out. Looks to me like you're here to explore the Jedi ruins. But we have a thing or two that need doing. You seriously want to help, just ask about it. Or any other questions you might have. You want something?
What sort of work do you have?
I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the Kunda Plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it.
Why is the place so overrun with Kinrath?
Kinrath are normally just pests. We think something happened to their nest. Started near the end of the Civil War. Nobody knows for sure. Even the Ithorian. And they're smart about such things.
How dangerous is it?
Very. The Kinrath you see on the plains aren't as tough as the ones inside the caves. They may not look much different, but they are tough.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
That's all I can ask. You want something?
And while we're here, let's ask about Garavik. What's his connection to the militia?
Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable all the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garavik says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game with the last survivor, right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight. There were witnesses. But nobody remembers Garavik ever playing Pazak. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired of those lowlives pestering me. We've got real work to do. You want something?
Okay. Yeah, I'll be going. So, a little more information on Garavik. He seems to inherit a whole bunch of things that aren't necessarily his. Where are Atten and Mandalore? Are they in here? You want to come through the door? Atten.
Just say the word.
Thank you. Mandalore, are you coming? Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we've made it through the door. We have overcome the challenge that is the door. Fabulous. I don't believe there's anything down this way. No, there's nothing down this way. But there is, weirdly, another entrance that is off-center to the other thing, and... whatever. So here's Garavik.
Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship. Yes. No friendly greetings are here for you.
Yeah, I trust this man. What are you doing in Kunda?
I come here to speak to the militia and make them understand a truth. Something of mine they have in their possession. It's very unwise to stand in my way. I am done being inconvenienced by you.
He sounds like a wonderful man. Okie dokie. So first thing we're going to do is actually not head towards the Enclave. We're going to head towards the Kinrath Cave. And over here... yeah, there's a militia here, and then there's Akir.
Charanana gundoso remina que lorak guru katpada. Fiatora pada no ringatel camarada telefibu nubu de bicarana chenirara.
What do you sell?
Manama trade sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre baba no flank tour na saganich. Grava we no ku se debate bate. Trawinsto sopotuto neliep green patado. Trawinsto busuto neliep gran patada. Tele ronda nana nintolo gradatira.
Okay. Can I see what we've got?
Terewana jun konata della raguno tuna. Dai rento ro kawre kare papanala ranchinga. Terache wemeno totorere senesensen.
Okay. This ain't great. I think I'm good. Yeah. Okie dokie. Well, now that we're outside and away from people, I'm gonna be switching out Atten and Mandalore for Theodur and who else? Who do I want to bring? Do I want to bring Mira? No. I'll bring Handmaiden. Handmaiden can level up. Fantastic. Get a constitution up to 16. Another feat for her. I guess we're going to max out Master Flurry. That's fine by me. Powers. Energy resistance. Seems fine. Yeah. And she's got her lightsaber. Fabulous. Lauren implant. Okay. So... oh. Definitely gonna get my lightsabers back. Very important. And we've got some Kinrath here. So let's start taking them out. Whoa! Okay, so that was a force jump. Okay, terrain's a little buggy. That's fine.
Yeah?
Need to make sure everyone's on Jedi support, by the way, just in case I swap out to things. Okay. And some Viper Kinrath. And they can poison you. It ain't fun. It doesn't look like they're too tough. Got a cylinder here. And what is your name? Sadhe? Saidhe?
What? You shouldn't sneak up on an old fella like that. You shouldn't be out of here anyway. This is Kinrath territory.
You were looking at me. Well, what are you doing out here?
A couple weeks back, there was an accident here. One of the Western Fringe farmers was coming to Kunda on his swoop with a load of atmospheric sensors. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to figure out if that's what really happened.
Do you suspect foul play?
I do. The Kinrath are dangerous. But as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you. I've carefully searched this area and haven't found anything. So maybe our men just got sloppy. We really need those atmospheric sensors.
But Dantooine is temperate. There is no need for atmospheric sensors except for seasonal data collection.
Huh? It's just important we get it back. They're expensive pieces of equipment, and we can't afford to replace them. Regardless, I don't suppose you'd be willing to keep an eye out for something.
Well... it depends on what it is.
I doubt you'll be able to find any evidence of what happened here. But you might come across the atmospheric sensors. They have to be somewhere. If you find any of them, just come back here. I'll pay you 1,000 credits for each one you can find, even if they're broken.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. And Beodur, that's the reason why you bring him along, because he doesn't fully think that things are as they are. But anyway, we're heading towards the Kinrath Cave, which I believe was in the first game? I can't remember. And as they're both guardians, they both do a force jump. Wait. Oh, that was the remote. I thought... I was confused as to why someone had a blaster until I realized it was the remote. Anyway, oh, sorry, Crystal Cave. Mercenary head doesn't notice you. He appears to be walking past the Kinrath unharmed. Curious.
This won't take long.
Okay, yeah, there's something weird with the pathing in this area.
How do you like that?
There's some weird a lot of this stuff is going on. Okay. So Mercenary goes off this way, but we got some rubble here. Hey, it's the atmospheric sensors. Fabulous.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about what? The sensors?
They are vitally important pieces of equipment on tectonically or environmentally unstable regions. But do you really need atmospheric sensors on Dantooine?
Can you examine one of the sensors?
I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Inside the atmospheric sensors is a hidden surveillance device. No wonder why Sadhe wants them so badly. Good work, Beodur. But we're not done here. Because we're after that mercenary. Oh, come on. Craft heavy armor. Okay. Hello.
Yotapak mito, hai best nicha dochin mapao krawe nosha. What a lord chiba fuso bachila nuba chubanok.
My apologies.
Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chi luma lithpa.
The Kinrath don't attack you. Why is that?
Huta yanolia. Jukta gene chubawonki najung winoton ma no miurita.
I'm an explorer like you. You can share a secret with me.
Kavanatakalu. Kavanami donki krato. Kavanatakalu. Kavanami donki krato. Bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin. Wana magrable mogo. Yatuka wan rika chotin wani maurata wakata chi luma lispa.
Do you have an extra scent gland I could use?
Bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin. Wana magrable mogo.
Okay, I'll be going then. Yeah, and you can kill him for it, but what does it matter? But interesting thing I never picked up on. It allows him or other mercenaries to pass by the Kinrath. Very interesting. Dokie. Got some rubble over here as I clip into a wall a little bit. No. No. Okay, this is the most difficult thing in here. There's some credits. Interesting. Well, what have you. Free up on that. And some more Kinrath. Beodur, where? Lost Beodur. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. Hive Kinrath. Okay. They're a little stronger. And they poison. Fabulous. Got some rubble here. Tranquilizer dart. Some more Hive Kinrath. I have no idea what Beodur is. Oh, he's on his way. Okay, he's doing his best. Okay, there's the crystal cave. Got some rubble here. Alrighty.
Your thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them from a great distance, like a shiver running through you.
This place affects me strangely. There is a tingling in my forehead.
Force-sensitive locations such as this absorb and reflect force energy. The crystals are the catalyst here. I sense that Revan once passed through here, leaving a strong impression behind in the crystals. Perhaps future Jedi who visit this cave will feel our presence, as if seeing our footprints preserved in the soil.
So unlike the real world, crystals in the Star Wars universe actually do have mystical powers. So, you said, yeah, tell me more about the crystals.
The crystals here are infused with the Force. Some could be harvested and used for lightsabers.
You said the crystals absorb the Force? I feel strange, but not weaker.
The crystals here do not drain Force energy from Jedi. They collect the excess energy that radiates from those attuned to the Force.
Interesting. All right. Oh boy, we got ourselves some Kinrath. Now, I've never seen anything to this, but I seem to remember the Kinrath being particularly, never mind. I was gonna say, they seem to be resistant to Force powers, but then that happens. Although, I suppose these are hatchlings. And there's the matriarch. Yeah, she's pretty defensive. Ooh, and she hits pretty hard. Alright. Let's go ahead and, Force armor. And then... gonna heal. Alright. And keep smacking. Oh my god, 115. Thankfully the hatchlings aren't too bad. Alright. Now, I remember if you interact with a Kinrath Age, the only thing you can do with this Kinrath Age is smash it. I have this very distinct memory of either this game or the first KOTOR. The description was the only thing you can do with this egg is smash the tiny life inside of it. I have no idea where I remember that from, but it's one of these two games. So either that was patched out or I don't remember. And I missed the egg. I missed the egg. And now I can't. Okay. Okay. So now there's all these formations here. And another egg I missed. Okay. Generax. I think that's a pretty good one. And there's another formation over here. Pontite. I think that one does cold damage. Large crystal formations. We've got Damn-It. Damn-It's a good one. And Violet, if we want to accessorize. Ooh, Remains. Really? A Sapith. I think Sapith's pretty good as well. And of course we have this glowing crystal formation. A war criminal crystal.
The crystal responds to you. This is very rare indeed.
What does that mean?
The crystal's bond with you is such that the stronger you become in the Force, the more powerful your crystal will grow. This crystal will make an excellent focus for a lightsaber.
Is the bond dangerous?
Quite the contrary. Picture yourself as a sieve, and the Force as water pouring into you. This crystal draws from the excess water that escapes the sieve.
Does the crystal feed off the light side of the Force?
The crystal is in tune with you. It will use whatever water that pours through you, be it dark or light.
Okay. And she's not kidding about that crystal. If we go over to that, by the way... Oh, it does not... grows moderately? Interesting. So we can't see that right here, but that thing's fucking powerful. It's almost broken how good it becomes when you get all the way to either the dark side or the light side. But there's one more thing we need to do here. Well, we don't need to do it, but while we're stopping by, we might as well. And it's some more fucking Kinrath. No, it's not. Oh my god! How did I miss so many of you? Okay. Oh, good. Some rubble here. Johnny Dueling Shield. I think that's a pretty good one. And then there's this little cave here. And some stuff. Reinforced fiber armor. What the hell does that do? Oh! So that's light armor, but it gives 7 dexterity bonus. Or 7 defense bonus. Although its max dexterity bonus is only 4. That's not bad. I can't think of anyone who would use that. But conceptually not a bad weapon. Or armor. Okay. So we're all done with the cave. And we got the sensors, and there's a tracker in there. So let's head on back outside. We also killed the matriarch, so we can pick up the reward from Zeron. That's his name. But first, back to Sadhe? Sadhe. This man. Okay.
I don't suppose you found any of those atmospheric sensors.
Actually, I've found 3 of them.
That's great news. My offer still stands. I'll pay you 3,000 credits for all of them.
Not so fast. We found a little surprise inside.
I was afraid of that. So, how do we do this, then?
Why is there surveillance equipment in the sensors?
We were picking up off-world transmissions between the mercenaries and someone, we don't know who. We know that the mercs are up to something, we just don't know what. We set those atmospheric sensors up to gather information. Now you know why we need those sensors. I'll pay you 5,000 credits for all 3 of them. That's about all we can afford. You make money and help us out at the same time. What do you say?
You need the credits more than me. Call it 3,000 credits.
Yeah, that's admirable of you. Thank you. I'll get this back to Zeron when I get back to Kunda.
All right.
You did the right thing, General.
Couldn't have done without you. And I guess I don't get an influence anymore? I must be max on influence for him. That's fine, though. Now that we're back, first of all... Well, actually, first of all, let's get rid of you two. And I guess for the moment we'll just have you and T3 here. Who also needs to level up. And we get demolitions up. Fabulous. And we get a feat. Fabulous. Sure. Do weapon fighting. Keep on keeping on. Attributes. Get that dexterity up. Fabulous. So, I want to talk to him because he can upgrade items. And so we've got our main lightsaber here. It's nice and violet, which is fabulous. And so, War Criminal's Crystal. So let's take a look. So we got 6 to 24, increased attack modifier, and third critical threat range, and increased blaster bolt deflection. If we equip this, it does additional damage versus the dark side, additional just light side damage. It has a DC 5 chance to slow 25% of the time when it hits. It gives an additional attack modifier. It gives +3 dexterity, +3 strength, and +4 wisdom. This thing is fucking amazing. Also, we've picked up plenty of other things here. Yeah, Pontai is cold, and it gives charisma, which is fabulous. I will definitely take that. And yeah, that's fabulous. And then what can we do? We have that there. We don't need that. Damage gives an attack modifier. I don't think I need that. Wisdom and charisma. I'll definitely take that. And I'll take the blaster bolt deflection, which I think offsets, yeah, my fencing emitter. Yeah, great, perfect. And energy shielding, yeah, that's fine. Amazing. And one last thing we do before we finish off to ooh, unequip the lightsaber. One last thing, let's turn in the quest to Zeron. And we'll be all set there. No, you're not Zeron.
It's you again. Well, you know who I am. I figure you've got a reason for coming back. You want something?
I cleared out the Kinrath cave.
So you did. Here's the credits I told you about. Even with the caves cleared, I imagine it'll take some time before the Kinrath aren't on the plains. That was very helpful of you. You've saved some lives today. You want something?
Nope, I'm good. 200 credits. And a very small amount of experience. But I think that's been enough for today. Next time, we'll go into the Enclave proper and possibly find out where Vrook is going. And we'll also deal with arguably the worst edition that the restored content mod makes. But for now, I've been Jake. This has been Knights of the Old Republic 2. Have a good one.